Well, hello, and welcome. If you're new here, hi, my name is Angela. I am a board certified trichologist, which means that I know everything about the science, diseases, and structure of both hair and scalp. I'm also a product ingredient research junkie, and if everything goes as planned, a cosmetic chemist to be. So today I am going to give you 5 tips on how to achieve the perfect, never failing twist out. So if you're wondering what those tips are, then most definitely keep on watching. Okay, so tip number 1 is make sure your hair is very well washed and deep conditioned. If your hair is in the perfect state, it will last way longer than if your hair isn't prepped correctly. And with that, you need to start off with a clean base. This may sound so obvious, but I personally noticed that back in the days when I liked doing co-washes, whenever I did a twist out on co-washed hair, it always filled. I always had a lot of buildup. It was way more limp, and it just didn't last as long as it would if I really took my time and invested into my full wash day routine. So how I like to do it is I like to double shampoo, condition while detangling, and then deep condition, rinse that out, and go on to the next step, which is also my tip, is really do not skip a leave-in. The leave-in is really the base of your hair moisture levels lasting all week. If you skip that part, you will notice that in a day or 2 or 3, your hair will become very dry, maybe even a little bit brittle, and that is because you only focused on the styling part, and you want to make sure that your hair has that base to work on to keep it at its best health. So really do not skip that, especially when it comes to protective styles like twist outs, braids, you name it. Your hair needs long-lasting moisture, and you get that out of leave-in conditioners. Tip number 3 is pick out the right styler. Now, this also depends on your personal preference, but the key to having the right styling product for a twist out is that it needs to have a lot of slip, because the more slip you have, the more smoother and frizz-free your twist out will turn out, and the easier it also is for you to do. Now, I personally really like butters or puddings because they are really thick and they give me a lot of slip, but I know that there are also people who love using mousses, which I really need to get into that. I really want to try it out because I've seen great results. And gels. Now with the mousse, you will get a more fluffy look, and with gels, it will be more defined, and the same is with butters. The finishes are just a little bit different. So really try to mix and match and try to find out which out of those 3 styling agents work for you or work best or cater to the results that you want to have. Tip number 4 has to be, for me personally, I notice that I get the best long-lasting results on damp hair. Whenever I do it on soaking wet hair, it takes days to dry. We do not want that. And it's also very damaging for the hair cuticle because it is still open and lifted, which can cause a lot of damage over time. But you also do not like it dry if you want to have long-lasting results. Now, doing it on dry hair gives a nice result, but I do feel with my hair type and texture that the best hold is with damp hair. So I make sure that my hair is damp, and whenever I'm halfway through and I feel like my hair is drying out, you can just spray on a little water and you're good to go. This will also help with your slip, and it will also help to really work in the other products that you're working with. My 5th and final tip, and I know that this is so cliche and so obvious, but that is to have patience, because it takes time to dry and it can take up to a day. Now, me personally, if I notice that I've put it on way too wet hair, I notice that after a couple of hours, then I will use a diffuser to help getting rid of most of that water, because like I said, having wet hair for too long is actually damaging long term. I know this is not for everyone, And if it's not for you, then use a microfiber towel to really get out most of that water, because the shorter the drying time is, the better it actually is for the state of your hair. And that's it. I know it's a very short and simple video, but I really wanted to get it out because it can be that simple. And sometimes I feel like we really need to get back to simplifying certain routines to make sure that we're also able to stick towards it, and we're also able to guarantee ourselves getting the perfect result each and every single time we do it after wash day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions, any tips or tricks that you would like to share, please comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the post notification button to make sure that you get a notification each and every single time that I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.